Imagine a vast city skyline, glass towers reaching for the clouds, bustling office buildings humming with energy. But now, picture those same buildings dark, empty, and echoing with silence. The heartbeat of America's commercial real estate market is fading quietly, and very few are noticing the cracks beneath the shining facade. This silent collapse isn't about one building or one city. It's a sprawling crisis touching financial markets, jobs, and the future of urban life. What caused this? Can it be reversed? Or is America witnessing a fundamental shift in how we work, live, and invest? The story begins before the pandemic, when commercial real estate in the U.S. was a powerhouse of investment and employment. Office towers, retail centers, and industrial warehouses drove billions in revenue, anchored by long-term leases and corporate tenants. Investors viewed it as a stable, lucrative market, a backbone of the American economy. But the pandemic shattered this foundation overnight. Lockdowns forced millions into remote work, emptying office spaces that once buzzed with meetings and footsteps. Retail stores shuttered as consumers moved online. Warehouses boomed temporarily with e-commerce but soon faced logistical bottlenecks and shifting demands. The ripple effects cascaded through the market. Vacancy rates soared, rents plummeted, and property values cratered. Commercial mortgage defaults began rising, threatening a wave of financial instability. Banks and lenders, who had heavily financed commercial real estate, suddenly faced mounting risks. The shadow of a crisis like the 2008 financial meltdown loomed large. Behind the scenes, the shift in work culture became permanent for many companies. Hybrid and fully remote models cut demand for traditional office spaces drastically. Companies downsized footprints or exited leases altogether, leaving landlords scrambling. Meanwhile, retail real estate grappled with evolving consumer habits. Online shopping isn't just convenience, it's rewriting retail's DNA. Malls and shopping centers, once community hubs, turned into ghost towns or redevelopment projects. Industrial real estate tried to adapt with new logistics centers, but global supply chain issues and cost inflation created fresh challenges. The market faced unprecedented volatility on all fronts. Investors grew jittery. Commercial real estate investment trusts, REITs, saw their stock prices fluctuate wildly. Some landlords faced bankruptcy or had to sell properties at steep discounts. Cities, too, felt the impact. Reduced tax revenues from commercial properties strained public budgets. Infrastructure and public services risked cuts amid growing urban decay. The silent collapse is more than just empty buildings. It's a structural transformation driven by technology, culture, and economics converging at once. Experts debate what comes next. Some see opportunity, repurposing office towers into housing or community spaces, embracing mixed-use developments. Others warn of a prolonged downturn with lasting scars. What's clear, the old model of commercial real estate is under siege. The pandemic accelerated trends that were already underway: remote work, e-commerce, and automation, reshaping how cities function and how people interact with space. For investors, tenants, and communities, the stakes couldn't be higher. Navigating this new landscape requires bold innovation, adaptability, and a fresh vision of urban life. The U.S. commercial real estate market is not just collapsing, it's evolving. The question is, who will lead this transformation? Will cities reinvent themselves as vibrant, mixed-use communities? Can investors find new ways to create value amid disruption? Or will the silent collapse deepen into a long-term crisis? For those paying attention, this moment is ripe with risk and opportunity. The next decade could redefine the very meaning of place in American life. If you've ever imagined launching your own digital business, a platform centered on real estate or property management might be one of the most emotionally engaging models you can start with. The system we explored today is already built and waiting to be customized. You'll find a link in the description below. And if you're exploring other ideas, whether it's e-commerce, content platforms, or online education, we've also included trusted resources to help you get started. In this new economy, those who build the platforms shape the future. Don't just use the internet, own a piece of it.